Welcome in along with Zach Robinson. I'm Cole Brown talking about the top 5 route runners in the NFL. Zach, what was our criteria for them to make this list?
Yeah, so we're using some of our advanced stats, some of our separation data, and of course there's going to be subjectivity behind this thing, but these are the guys that we've studied a bunch, and it's a good list. There's some guys that are probably worthy to be on this list, but we narrowed it down to 5 guys that are all really good at just creating space for themselves.
With that being said, let's get started. Our first guy on the list, always reliable receiver for the Minnesota Vikings, Stefon Diggs, who currently has 0 drop passes on the year.
He's having a great season. We've known him as a great contested catch guy for his size. It's been no different this season, but the biggest thing is the versatility that he shows. We got a great route right here that we're showing where he runs an out and up comeback on Richard Sherman, creates a ton of separation. He does so many of these things really well, and the aggressiveness that he runs his routes with and the aggressiveness through contact is what makes him stand out.
Up next is our lone tight end on the list. He's currently tied for first with 57 first downs gained through the air, Zach Ertz for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, we had to toss the tight end on there, and when you look at Zach Ertz and his ability to separate, it stands out among tight ends. He has 98 catches on the season, 12 short of tying Jason Witten's record of 110 on the season, so he's going to break that record. But when you watch him, the biggest thing is his ability to maintain speed throughout the route. He's not chopping down his route at the top. He is speed cutting everything, and that makes it very hard on safeties and linebackers when you're trying to decipher which way he's going because he has so much speed, and we're going to see that here on this clip against the Giants. Shows a great out-breaking corner routes for the touchdown here. So when you look at Zach Ertz run routes, watch him run it with speed, and he does not lose any of that speed.
Yeah, he's definitely Carson Wentz's go-to guy in that offense. Up next, we have another Minnesota Vikings receiver, Adam Thielen.
Yeah, Adam Thielen, most first downs gained in the NFL. Understands leverage and what the defense is ultimately trying to do. That's the biggest thing. He knows where the defender's help is, and he's always going to combat that with some subtlety in the route to separate. Stays friendly, works back to the quarterback as well as anybody in the NFL. As a former QB, you look at Adam Thielen and how he runs his routes, you can trust that he's going to be in that right spot because he always shaves it down. He's always in a perfect spot. So really these top 3 guys that we got here with the next 2 are pretty interchangeable, but we got Thielen at number 3.
Our next guy is recently acquired Dallas Cowboy, who since Week 9 currently has the 4th highest receiving grade in the NFL, Amari Cooper.
Amari Cooper, when you look at just how he separates at the top of the route is the biggest thing that stands out. Obviously, he's been a huge thing for this Dallas Cowboys team coming over in the trade, but the separation at the top of the route, the subtleties that he has to set a guy up early on in the route, those things all stand out. We can see against the Titans Week 1. I know your beloved Titans there got abused here on this slant out basically, and so he's done this over and over to some good DBs on this season, and he's one of the best at just purely separating the top of the route.
Yeah, he's certainly resurrected that Cowboys offense, so I'm glad to see that. The number 1 guy who we believe is the best route running receiver in the NFL, Keenan Allen for the Los Angeles Chargers.
Yeah, Keenan Allen, he's not a burner down the field, but his suddenness at the line of scrimmage is what separates him, and he also uses his speed control better than anybody I've seen in the NFL. Here we're going to see just against the Titans on a quick slant, how he's able to create so much separation early on in the route is something that stands out for him.
Yeah, all 5 of these guys are extremely fun to watch run routes. That wraps up our list. Make sure to slam that like button as well as subscribe for future videos.